What's up, you guys? Mitchell Gonzales, the Bearded Realtor here. Hey, are you thinking about making a move to Colorado and you're trying to find the perfect city for you and your family? Well, you're in luck. Today, I'm going to talk about exactly why me and my family absolutely love Erie, Colorado. So, let's hang out. What's up, you guys? Mitchell Gonzales, the Bearded Realtor here. If you've seen one of my videos before in the past, welcome back. If you're checking out one of my videos for the very first time, make sure you do click that red subscribe button below, as I do post weekly content all about living in and moving to Colorado and the Denver metro area. Along with that, as much as I love making these videos, I love helping people find their dream homes even more. So with that being said, I am a licensed broker out here in Colorado. So if you have any questions about real estate, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. I'm available 24/7 to answer any questions you may have. But with that being said, you guys, some major things have happened in sports since the last time you saw me, especially in college sports. Our CU Buffs are switching to the Big 12. Change that should have happened like never, because they should have never gone to the Pac-12, but it's okay. Learn, live. Back in the Big 12 starting in 2024, create a whole domino effect that led to the demise of the Pac-12. So college sports will never be the same as we know it, changing drastically in 2024. But with that being said, you guys, you are here to learn about Erie, Colorado, and exactly why I love Erie, Colorado. And so just to give you a quick highlight, Erie, absolutely incredible town. Like a lot of areas, started as a mining town in the area. Now is an absolutely thriving, booming city, growing faster than a lot of other cities in the area. And it's great because it gives you the small town feel, but then also gives you a ton of great amenities, ton of great restaurants. So it's a great combination of a little bit of everything. So I'll go over some of the main highlights on why it's one of my favorite cities. So let's hang out. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the location, because odds are, if you're thinking about making a move out to Colorado, location is typically one of the very first things that you are going to think about. You're going to find a location, and then you're going to find a house that's right for you. And Erie was really the perfect location for my wife and I when we got married. So I lived in Erie when I was in high school, and my wife and I moved out here about 8 years ago. So I think I'm pretty well qualified to talk about why I love Erie, because I've spent over 10 years of my life over here. And when we met, she lived in Boulder, I lived in Denver. So she was all in on Boulder, I was all in on Denver. So we had to compromise, and we went with Erie, which, funny enough, she didn't really know much about Erie, even though it was only about 20 minutes from Boulder. So to give you guys kind of the location, Erie is located right along the I-25 corridor. You're going to be looking, it's directly east of Boulder. You can get to Boulder in about 20 minutes, and you can also get to Denver in about 20-25 minutes. So that's why it was a great location, because it's kind of centered for both cities, which are kind of the two main cities in the area. Along with that, it is about a 30-minute drive to DIA. So if you like to travel, not too bad of a trip there. You can take the toll road 470 all the way over there. And we can get to the mountains in about an hour and a half to like Breckenridge and all those ones. So pretty easy commute to most areas. It's about 45 minutes to Fort Collins. So it seemed like a very central city, which was very important for us in the location when deciding where to live. So along with it being in a location, the outdoor life here is absolutely spectacular. So I'm over here at the brand new Coal Creek Park. I'll show you guys some other footage of it as well, but they literally just rebuilt this park about a year ago. And there's a ton of parks in Erie. I think I saw a stat that like over 90% of homes are within a mile of a park or something like that. That could be totally wrong, but it's probably not far off, because Erie has about 1,300 acres of open space and park space. So ton of different parks, a ton of playgrounds. There's a brand new skate park that they just built. That's pretty awesome. There is a single track bike trail. So if you're into biking, there's that. There's a new disc golf course. So a lot of people are loving the disc golf course. It's free. You just go bring your discs and everything. Of course, there's a real golf course, which is one of my favorites. Colorado National Golf Course. So a little bit of everything. So along with that, the rec center has a lot of great organized sports. So there's adult programs. So two-time softball champion here. So a lot of great adult programs. Along with that, if you've got kiddos, their youth sports programs are fantastic. Now, full disclosure, you got to sign on at like 7 a.m. the days that they open. Otherwise, you might not. Sorry, bug flew on my neck, itched a little bit. Otherwise, you might not get your kid into the program that they're looking for. But yeah, there's a ton of great programs: t-ball, soccer, football, basketball, pretty much any youth sport program you can imagine they have here. So definitely not a shortage of opportunities for athletics, spending time outside, walking paths, biking paths. You like being outside, Erie's the area for you. All right, so probably my favorite thing about living in Erie is the community of Erie itself. And I think that all starts with the downtown area. So I'm kind of over here on Main Street right now. There's some nice little construction going on over there, of course, because I always find the construction areas to film in. But great little downtown area, a ton of great shops, restaurants, and everything. And there's also a ton of activities that are always happening over here. So now it's summertime. We do get the farmers market every Thursday, which is a really fun little farmers market. We have a beer fest here. That's always fun if you like beer. There's a whole, sorry, the flies are really getting me today. There's a biscuit day. So if you like biscuits and gravy, that's a lot of fun. The park that we were just in, they do concerts in the park that are free. So they bring some great local bands. They bring a bunch of food trucks. Normally there's a local brewery here to serve some beer. So those are always a lot of fun. Kids love it. Adults love it. Who doesn't like free music in a park? A lot of fun. So along with that, they do an Erie Balloon Fest. So it's not going to be as big as the Balloon Fest in New Mexico. So people in New Mexico, yes, we know you guys own the Balloon Fest, but ours, it's not bad. It's still pretty good for small town. So along with that, there's a great fireworks show that they put on during the 4th of July. We have a town fair that they do, which is normally huge. There's a ton of vendors that come out for that. We do Boo on Briggs, which is a whole trick-or-treating event that they do on downtown during Halloween. And there's also a parade of lights that they do. So what's fun is that it's the small town feel. They do a ton of things for the community. It's one of those towns where you go downtown, you're going to run into people that you know. You're going to have those little conversations, which I love because I'm kind of a social butterfly. Some people might not like it, but I definitely enjoy it. So if that's your type of thing, you like a town that has a lot of activities, then Erie is definitely worth taking a look at. So along with it being a great community, there's a ton of great food options. So now, I would not consider myself a foodie, but I definitely appreciate a good meal. I wouldn't say Erie's like a foodie's paradise, but there are a ton of great restaurant options. Obviously it's important. There are several grocery stores in the area, so if you're not the eating out type, there are those options, but there's also a lot of great food options as well. So basically some of the nicer options you have Birdhouse. And I actually did a whole video about my top favorite restaurants, so I'll go ahead and link that in the description here. You've got Birdhouse, you have Paripi, you've got 24 Carat. Those are kind of some nicer options. You've got Echo, which is really great pizza place in Old Mine. There's an ice cream shop that's fantastic. So you've got the Dugout, which has great burgers and sports, food type of thing. A lot of really good breakfast areas. There's just a Lucille's that opened up here. So that's more Creole, Cajun style breakfast, but it is just fantastic as well. And then there's also several different Mexican options. There's Beltran's, which is really good tacos and everything. Guapos, which we really like. They've got some pretty good food there. And then there's a new Indian place, not new, it's been around for a while, Zaika, which is also really good. So wide variety of food options, which is really good. And then also really all high quality as well. So a lot of great places to eat in Erie.
Hello.
All right, you guys, back here with you. Now you heard all about the town of Erie and everything. Now I have a very special guest, Gabriella. Don't be distracted by her cuteness. So we are here to talk about why we love Erie, and the main reason why is because of our neighborhood. So we live in a great neighborhood, great homes. So our neighborhood is called Erie Highlands, and it is very close to the high school. It is basically just east of downtown and about a mile west of I-25. So great location. It also has a new elementary school that is coming up. She'll be going to, what grade are you going into?
Kindergarten.
Yep, so a new elementary school. So
Sleeps.
in 7 sleeps, she'll be going to kindergarten. So she's very excited about that, as you can tell. But it's a great neighborhood because we love it because we have a lot of friends in the neighborhood, right? We get to play a lot. So a lot of neighborhoods in Erie, they're very family oriented, very family friendly. Ours is definitely one of them. So she's got a lot of friends in the neighborhood, which is great. What's your favorite thing about our neighborhood?
I like because I play a lot and go everywhere in the world.
Everywhere in the world, in the neighborhood. So she likes going, playing. You like going to the park, right?
Looking for frogs.
It's frog season over here, so she likes looking for frogs. We've got a frog somewhere in our backyard here, but
No, I play in the playground.
good to hear. Frog is in the playground.
No, up over there.
So great neighborhood. Hopefully you weren't too distracted by her cuteness, but to move in this neighborhood, homes are anywhere from the mid-5s to upwards of 1.3 million. So wide range, wide selection of homes. So those are some of the main reasons why we love Erie and why we love our neighborhood. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you learned something new about the amazing city that we like to call Erie, because that is what it's called. Hopefully you'll learn something new. If you have any other questions about Erie or the surrounded area, or you want to take a look at some homes over here, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. I'll be available to chat with you anytime. Along with that, if you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you do click that red subscribe button, as I do post weekly content all about living in the area. So with that being said, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Bearded Realtor, signing off.